With a fighting back, in fact, she's his ass. Souffle on fire down the center with Lily's back. It's Amelia, roused forward at 4-5. She's got it won. Arundel Farms Amelia for trainer Jorge Delgado. Start the early pick 4 on a popular note. Lily's back is up for second. Remains Smiling Rosie. Off the turn in the stretch drive. Egan, he moved to the clear on Cairo Comedy, and she's under confident handling, trying to take over from Lisa Connects, and at the rail, nigh 5. They come past the 8th pole. Cairo Comedy roused forward by David Egan to take the lead. Just yards to go, and Cairo Comedy has it locked up. Cairo Comedy. They reach the top of the stretch. Step has the lead with the classy presence of Tapan Street right alongside. Third is Flying Liam. Fourth is Solo Venturi, and they're on their way home. Steps up for a fight. He's digging hard. Outside, Tapan Street with an 1/8 of a mile to bridge the gap. The rider just lost the stick on the leader. They come past the 8th pole. Here's Tapan Street on the outside, rising forward now. Back to second is Step. Back to third, Flying Liam. It's Tapan Street who will get the job done. Tapan Street comes back a winner. He beats They reach the top of the stretch. Irad Ortiz Jr. still has a strong hold of Lynn's Milky Way. We'll see if she can do it from off the speed. She's getting ready to play her hand off the heels of Chatter, who turns in on top. Off the turn and the stretch drive, Chatter leads by 1.5 with an 1/8 of a mile to go. Lynn's Milky Way loose for the drive, trying to gain on her. Final 1/16 of a mile, Chatter is still in front. Lynn's Milky Way trying to gun her down. Lynn's Milky Way or Chatter. Here's the wire, Lynn's Milky Way. Somehow Skippy Longstocking got stuck in a pocket. Outside it's Poster. Then it's Classic, of course, as they reach the top of the stretch. Poster's under a full head of steam, 5 wide, getting through Skippy Longstocking, so the two favorites will square off with a short stretch to work with. On the outside it's Poster. Toward the inside, Skippy Longstocking. Skippy Longstocking and Poster, these two nip and tuck. Skippy's got a narrow lead. Poster right back at him. Skippy Longstocking and Poster. Here's the line. It's Skippy Longstocking.
Together as they straighten away for this daunting fairground stretch past the quarter pole. Will Take It is next after 3/4 in 1 minute 10.71 seconds with Paco Lopez. It's Comodobino Omoide. Jose Ortiz and Not This Boy digs his heels in this clash with 1 furlong to go. Sir Grayland is rallying with the rail. Stowaway is in 4th. They come past the 16th with Jose Ortiz. It's Not This Boy close to home. From to the inside, Sir Grayland. Not This Boy takes the tenacious.
The stretch. Irad still has a big rainful of Wolfie's Dynaghost. He's about to ask him to kick for the money through 3/4 in 109 flat. Off the turn and the stretch drive. Rain shaking at Wolfie. Wolfie's Dynaghost has to hold off Cugino, who's off cover and charging hard. 1/8 of a mile to go. Wolfie's Dynaghost pins his ears and tries to turn back an on-running Cugino. Wolfie's Dynaghost is still there. Wolfie's Dynaghost 1.125 down the road.
Right there in range as they straighten away now. And then further back to Miss Call, who's tipped wide as they straighten away after 3/4 for Pashmina. 1 minute 12.58 seconds. And Love Your Neighbor comes up the rail. Pashmina was put in tight quarters as Hit Parade comes to take on now Love Your Neighbor. And these two fillies confront each other coming down to the final 16th. They've kicked away from Pashmina. And then comes Half Faith running in 4th. It is Love Your Neighbor. And on the outside, Hit Parade. Ding dong battle of the untappable Hit Parade. Hit Parade in a photo.
Quarter of a mile from home, and the in-between horses, Been Busy, is up to challenge for control. On her outside, Downtown Road tries to kick on with it. Down at the rail, it's Hidden Agenda. Running home from the back, Do I Look Worried? They're an eighth of a mile from home. Been Busy has the lead. On the outside, Downtown Road's making her earn it. Been Busy or Downtown Road? Been Busy finding more. Been Busy will prevail narrowly. Downtown Road. Tokayo let go by Gaffleon to take the lead. Less than a quarter of a mile to go. It's Tokayo who wheels in on top after 3/4 in 9 and 4. Sky's Not Falling to the attack. Mythical Man comes off the inside, Conquering King between. Eighth of a mile to go. Here's Sky's Not Falling. Now driving forward to take the lead for John Velasquez. Down the center, Mythical Man is into second. Conquering King is next. Sky's Not Falling in front. Run to the top of the stretch. Merdama has the lead. She's been used every yard. Off cover now. Five Eyes on Michelle. On her outside, Littletown Street, and they're on their way home. Merdama's got more. Merdama, despite being dueled in the early stages, still has the lead with an eighth of a mile to go. Littletown Street is second. Five Eyes on Michelle off the good trip is backpedaling a touch. Down the center, Flatter Fanatic. But the favorite's a winner. Merdama proves much the best horse to win in gate-to-wire fashion by 4 lengths. Littletown Street was second.
Mark says, happy holidays. Hey, Mark. We are at the Florida Panthers hockey game. So you have come back from your Christmas markets. How are your travels? Mark travels the world, and he just went and saw some holiday markets. I believe in Germany, was it? But looked incredible. How fun is that? We have